Somehow, some way, Anime Rangers X returned. By God's green grace, they somehow decided to re-release the game. Guys, it's Anime Rangers X. It's completely different. It's a nice rework of the game. It makes it so much better. Everything's more balanced. Except, that's kind of what they want you to think. But when you really look at it, they literally just relaunched the game from its first update when it came out. In the Discord, they said, and I quote, massively nerfed all units, massively nerfed all enemy HP. And you're like, oh, that's a good thing, right? They fixed the economy as well. But they didn't really fix anything because, first off, the game, you have none of your units, none of your levels, all the time you spent on the previous game, it's gone. It's done. You're never getting it back. It's a complete waste. The game is now back to its original state, how it was before the boss touched it, before it had any updates at all. The only thing that's different is that the lobby is still here. But what was the point? That's what I don't understand. Why even release the game? Why not just give everyone their data back? Why rush this out? Because obviously it's a cash grab. It's Brandon the Boss. Of course it is a cash grab. That's what it is. This has been released again for more money, obviously. But why even re-release the game in any sense if you're not going to take like a year off to work on the game and make sure that no one loses their progress and that everything is already out from the game, reworked from what it was before? Because now all you've done is absolutely nothing but reverting the game to update 1. That's all that you've done. That is it. That's all you've done. It has all of the same units, including Kirito, as it did on launch. There's nothing different. They're even using, like, dude, they didn't even bother making a remastered version of the thumbnail for the game because the Gohan one is exactly the same. The stat system is exactly the same. The summons are still exactly the same. The store looks uglier now, but it has all these bundles in it. Everything is exactly the same. The battle pass is the same with Sakamoto days. There's no point in relaunching the game because now you've just made it so that now everyone has to replay the game again and waste their time on it with nothing new in it at all. There is no new content. All you did, instead of nerfing things, you can't, if you wanted to really do a tone down on the damage and everything, then you should have at least left in content from up to the JoJo's update for people to see that, or at least the Cell, like the Dragon Ball Z update. But now, because we are all the way back to the beginning, where all of the first units in the entire game were, we cannot tell if things have been nerfed or not because it is the same basic, boring units from when the game came out. They are weak. They are all weak units, bro. You can't, like, oh, dude, they're not doing quadrillions of damage anymore. Yeah, because those were units from, like, update 11 of the game. This is stuff from update 1. What was the point? What was the actual point? And also, for some reason, they decided to add this thing where when you click on config, you have to click on traits as well. So why do I have to click twice? A little minor thing, but it's stupid. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's actually so dumb, bro. What was the point of re-releasing this game, The Boss, besides money? Genuinely, the perfect re-release would have been keep everything that the previous game had up to update 11 and rework everything. Instead of doing that, you decided to be lazy and just relaunch the game. There's not even raids in the game. You couldn't even bother to re-add raids to the game. What was wrong with the raids? If you nerfed all the enemies' HP, why isn't the raid here? Why isn't everything that was available in the game before? Why aren't all the previous game modes here? Why? What was the point of all this? What was the point of even dropping the game in the first place? What was the point? There's going to be like half this entire video. What was the point? You dropped for no reason. For no reason. There's nothing new. There's no new content. There's nothing to do in this game now. The only reason people even touched Anime Rangers X before was because they could get really strong, really, really quick, and there was a ton of stuff to do, even though it was mainly just macroing. But now, there is nothing to do. There's nothing. It is just the same stuff as before when the game released. With a couple of stuff from other updates before, that's it. There's nothing else to do. You can't see if things have been remastered. The only thing you can really tell the difference of is the secret ghoul character, who I'm not even going to bother getting because it is probably going to end up the exact same way, knowing it is a Brandon the Boss game. They did the exact same thing with Anime Last Stand, for example. They said, oh, we're going to nerf all the numbers. They nerfed all the numbers, but guess what? They still ended up making units that are just stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. It's just how it is. They can't balance. They can't. They can't make fun, unique units to save their lives, because if they did, then they wouldn't be able to profit off of it and have constant power creep to make people buy more bundles to catch up. It's a business strategy. Do I respect it? No. Are you getting the bag? Yeah, sure. You are. But this is terrible, bro. It's genuinely terrible. I feel so bad for this game. I genuinely do. This game is like a lost, not even like a lost puppy. This thing is like, this game itself is like an orphan that watched its parents get murdered in front of it, got into a really nice family home, and then 3 months into that family home, they started using like satanic rituals on them, cutting their feet open, sucking out the blood from their toes and everything like that. And then by the time they finally got immobilized from the waist down, they finally get transferred to a new family, and in that new family, they just beat the piss out of them until they're completely brain dead, and then they get transferred to another family who feeds them nothing but dirt. That's what this game is. That's what this game's entire life has been. And now you've revitalized them and taken everything except for their brain away, putting them in a new robot body, but now you made that robot body a literal Roomba. Like, I couldn't say it. I can't say it any better than that. Like, you notice how the background gameplay that I'm recording is me just running around, because there's nothing else to do in this game, dude. There's nothing else to do. There's no raids to do. There's the little ghost hunt thing, but oh... Look, guys, this is the gameplay, look. And then you're done, right? If you wanted the game to be successful again, you should have reworked the gameplay to be more interactive for the players. But no, you just release the same old, same scripted slop. Sure, it might actually be better. It's not taking up as much space for Roblox or whatever. A little bit better optimized, but at that point, why even release this? You know, I don't understand. Why would you even bother releasing this complete garbage to the world? I simply just don't understand why you would even bother with it. Because it's literally the same game, bro. Like they dead ass dropped the exact same game. Like, look at this, bro. This is the old one, old Anime Rangers X. You have to buy the game passes from here now. Don't ask why I have real estate open. I was looking at homes with my boys. But, like, dude, y'all got 2K players. Y'all re-released a game just to beat on its dead wife again, bro. Like, okay, like, let's look right here. Let's look right here. So, look at all this right here. Rearranges. Due to disastrous economy, uneditable data issues, we've declared after deep thinking and weeks of rebalancing to go for a reset and rebalancing method. So, after weeks of planning, the only thing you came up to was to remove every mechanic from the game that you guys added, and then reset it back to update 1 and do nothing else with it, and just say that you rebalanced shit. That's what you did. That's literally what you did. Adjusted trait reroll and resource economy. How would we even know? Because we don't have any of our previous resources. We'd have to then spend like hours upon hours of AFK macroing to even get back to that point to test it. Buffed player quest by a lot, guaranteed sovereign trait. Okay, that's great. Wow. Nice. Rebalance battle pass. 3 battle pass exclusive units. Why? And it's the same characters as before. We also did a lot of bug fixes. Fixed trait skipping, blah, blah, blah. A lot of fixes. That's good. We added more QL. Auto curse reroll and config are no longer behind a game pass, but 3x speed still is. Buff trait reroll speed. Feels even slower than before. Rebalanced all game modes and units, which you can't tell at all because we don't have any of the good strong units anymore, except for like one of them, who I don't have and don't feel like grinding because I know that it's going to end up them being buffed by demand anyway. Like, bro, why, man? Just let it die. Just let it die. Genuinely, bro. It's sad. It's sad to say. Anyway, guys, have a good one, and good night, everybody. Seriously, bro. The boss, you genuinely piss me off sometimes, bro. Just let the dead horse die. Really.